Hi, it's Gerry, and welcome to day 167 of A Course in Miracles. Today's lesson is pretty heavy, pretty philosophical, but I think I got it, or at least the essence of it. So let me tell you about it, and then we'll see where we're at when I'm done. Okay, the statement is actually quite beautiful. There is one life, and that I share with God. Now that's a beautiful image. And I've written it on my hand today to make sure I remember it. What does that mean? Life is like truth. It doesn't have degrees. It has no opposite. There is no death because what God created shares his life. In the world, death appears to be life's opposite, but death takes many forms: loss, sorrow, anxiety, suffering, a frown. We think death is the body, but it is an idea applied as the mind directs it. And then this next part was interesting. I'll read it for you, and it's pretty much word for word. The emphasis this course has placed on idea is due to its centrality in our attempts to change your mind about yourself. It is the reason you can heal. This is why I cannot die. Its truth established me as one with God. Death is the belief that I am separate from my Creator. Death cannot come from life. What seems to die is but a sign of the mind asleep. Now that's beautiful. So we're still alive. Even when we get off course, we just sleep sometimes. So what seems to be the opposite of life is merely sleeping. When the mind elects to be what it is not, it merely seems to go to sleep for a while. It dreams, but when the mind awakes, it continues as it was. So we wake up, or as the young people say, we get woke, right? So I don't know if I used that word the way that the young people need it to be used, but we do awaken. But we're always alive. I think what that means is we're not always aware, and we get off course. Our thoughts take us to places that draw us away from God, but we're still alive, we're just asleep. God is Lord of all. We think today, God is Lord of all we think today. In God's thoughts, which has no opposite, we understand there is one life that we can share with God and with all creation. So there is one life we share with God, with every person, and with all of creation. There is just life. Beautiful, isn't it? We're all united in life with God. And it goes on to emphasize that point, which I thought was quite beautiful, quite moving actually. One life from one source, remaining always in the holy minds which God created perfect. The sleeping mind must awaken. The mind becomes the thing reflected, not a reflection. In other words, light. We are light. We are not reflection. The light, we are the light which makes reflection possible. No vision is now needed, for the wakened mind is one that knows its source, capital S, itself, capital S, and its holiness, capital H. Isn't that beautiful? So awaken, become aware that we are one with God. Again, going back to the first statement there. There is one life, and I share it with God. Beautiful. One life, eternal life, united with all of creation. So beautiful. So Those are my reflections for today. May God bless you abundantly, and we'll talk more tomorrow. Peace be with you.